All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
time to go.
On first down, McClendon, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
That's how we
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
You got nothing.
To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get the ball, D. Get the go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Josh Jones in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
Let's go, boys.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because
we got 3 down,
most teams like to be strong down there. If you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
After the
Set.
incompletion,
70,
here's second and
Indy.
10 from the 20.
Let's go, D.
Get it.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We play
11
to
yards
win.
there as they
Let's
connect on the
go.
quick slant.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. If that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Texans' 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's
Here we go.
second and goal,
30
operating
base.
from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Even.
Ready to go.
Even.
Mike, 36. Mike, let's go.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Come on,
And now
set.
because of
50,
the sack,
plant.
it's third and goal from the 14.
Go. Check three.
Breakstone travel.
Chef.
5.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with fourth and goal looming. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Come on now. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now on second and 13. Watson, open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
Reset. 18.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On third down, McClendon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Good. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 59. Twist.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they were out.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Reset. 19. 97's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
On 2nd down, McClendon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Come on.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
That's 54. Great stone.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's it, baby.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. On that play, he did.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Okay, Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. And see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jones. The open man is Westbrook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
On the double.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Sponge. No.
Shoot.
Fournette on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set. 10-2 saw.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Zoo.
We got to step it up.
Let go.
On second down now. Jarrett had no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, baby.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Hey,
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Shit. Watch 36. 36 the mic. All right, D. Let's try. All right, D.
Now.
Play action. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Third and 2, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At 31.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Delta.
On first and 10,
Set the tone,
Watson.
defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Just to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. Bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein.
That's it, baby.
You don't want it to be a
Too many syllables.
word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
51. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him the question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Check.
They're not ready for this.
Hey, 59!
They're not ready for this.
Watson on first down.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Wide, get wide.
Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
54! 51's the mic. 51. Off.
I'm on.
Down, let's go!
To the air yet again, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
You get the lead. It's definitely a flop. Let's go ahead and try it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go now.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
2nd and long. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He's only covered for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
That's how you score on him.
DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let him know. 36.
Watson now to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You. Shift.
Topper.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, seam 6. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Mike, 35.
Jones now. 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Fellas.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go,
and he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I got him. Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, alert.
Let's get in the ball. 87.
They'll run on 1st down. McClendon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClendon down right around the 25. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
First carry for James
We ain't
Conner.
giving up nothing today.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive back, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
Crunch. Crunch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Safe, safe, safe.
Check 50.
Check 3, check 3.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the stop just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jones
Check,
on first and 10.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go,
incomplete. A turnover
Now let's
would have
get there.
really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Watch the ball. Go.
Watch 30.
Hey, Alpha.
Fix the mic. Crunch time, defense.
Get it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, McClendon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Switch it. 51's the mic.
Hey, alert.
The mic. I got it. Switch.
24.
Here's Watson throwing again. He's got Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Match box. Mike.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
24.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal.
Check nickel,
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30. Run! And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
19, 9.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. You'd have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Let's go now.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Take 4, take 4. Shift.
5.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Go. 60 outlaw.
Let's get it.
61 matchbox lights. Deep river.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Got it.
The Jaguars
36.
on 3rd down.
Box drop.
Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
36 to Mike. I'm coming.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Hey. Buzz.
Watch the flag.
Yo.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Baby,
Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Check 26.
Down with pistol. It's Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
41 Mike.
Leo. Let's go.
Again, it's Fournette.
Watch safety creeping.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Boys, let's go.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well.
64,
Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Check, check, check.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Come, hey, Echo.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Ready.
They run the counter. Jarrett, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check. Lucky.
Right. Get it.
They'll run the fullback hand.
Check it back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Check three.
Hit it.
They'll run with Fournette. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
And go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That's it, baby.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
15 Lonnie.
Here we go.
X3. 218 chopper.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the edge.
5.
On second down now. Jarrett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
And again this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
Come on, set.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch the screen.
Shoot.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah, but I like where we're going with this, though. You say one.